GWATA TV gives you a first look at North Central Washington's business news. You'll hear from our local business, tech, and education companies as Jenny discusses hot topics and current events with some of the best innovators and pioneers in North Central Washington.
Hello, North Central Washington, and welcome to GWATA TV. I'm your host, Jenny Rojanasatian, and it is such a pleasure to be with you today. On today's episode of GWATA TV, we're going to watch some of the videos that were produced at our recent Innovator Awards Luncheon. What is the Innovator Awards Luncheon? Well, for the last 19 years, GWATA has been recognizing innovators in a couple different categories: in entrepreneurship, innovative in tech, in education at both a K-12 and a post-secondary level. So to get the episode started, what I'd like to do is have you watch a video that features some of the entrepreneurs and innovative tech businesses who are making an impact right here in our communities. All 6 of the businesses featured in this little vignette video were nominated and one of our finalists at this year's luncheon. So enjoy the video, and when we come back from break, we'll dive into this year's award winners.
Entrepreneurialism is not being afraid to make mistakes. All the entrepreneurs are out there in the front of the bow of the ship in a dark night, and the fear of failure is always forefront in our minds. And you just have to overcome that in order to plow through. And if you didn't, you wouldn't see a lot of the things that are out there today.
It took us, multiple attempts. It took us dozens of products. It took a bunch of failures in order to get where we are now. But I have seen the paralysis of analysis way too many times of people who have good ideas and don't move forward with them. So I think the most important thing in entrepreneurship is just get started, just get going, shoot from the hip, and you'll figure out quickly what works and what doesn't work, and just be able to pivot quickly enough when an idea does work and build on that and just see where that leads and what doors that opens up.
There are opportunities to be had in technology that you may not even be aware of. Not only can you improve your existing workflows, but there's ways to provide new services that you may not even have thought of.
Again, the vision was simple. Let's get guys off ladders. And then poof, all of a sudden, fast forward 8 years and I've got a robot in here. So that wasn't what I was thinking about back then. The 100% of the focus was to get guys off ladders. And the idea back then, oh, they'll never be able to do it with a robot. And then, as time goes on and, then here we are. It'd be pretty crazy to see what happens in the next 8 years. I mean, if we came that far in 8 years from doing something that they've done for 2,000 years the same to a potential robot in the field picking fruit, what is the next 8 years going to bring?
I think in any environment, you've got to support the entrepreneurialism. Otherwise, there are no leaders of business, leaders of research, leaders of creating that new horizon that may not exist today.
Entrepreneurs are important for the economy because they're growing new industry out of sometimes nothing. I think it's fun to see in North Central Washington where for a long time it was very focused on the same industries. And now that we're able to utilize more of the fast internet and we're able to use power in different ways, it's bringing jobs to the area and bringing talent to the area that wasn't here before.
Here in Wenatchee, there's a lot of entrepreneurs. It's a big entrepreneur community, and all of them that I've dealt with have been super supportive, and it's almost like you gain this new family because we all understand what it takes and the commitment and the hours to be successful. So I'm pretty proud to be part of that group and help support other entrepreneurs as well.
We are very thankful and excited that we get to start this venture in Wenatchee, a place that we feel like really supports and is especially having more and more of a network of supporting innovative new ideas like 4A. It's an excellent place to live, it's an excellent place to raise our families and to work. So to get to live in a place that supports ideas and businesses and new things like this makes us very excited and optimistic about starting 4A.
Welcome back to GWATA TV. In the previous segment, you saw 6 different business owners and entrepreneurs from North Central Washington. And now I'd like to introduce you to this year's 2019 Entrepreneur of the Year Award winner. Jeff Soren of Blue Spirits and his team were recognized at GWATA's annual Innovator Awards Luncheon for taking their company out of a small boutique in Chelan to 3 locations, also in Cashmere and Leavenworth, and now they're expanding distribution outside of Washington State. To learn more about Jeff Soren and Blue Spirits, check out this video.
Blue Spirits, we started in Chelan, Washington. Blue Spirits actually emanates from the color of the water in the lake. It's full of minerals, it's a perfect pH balance, it's perfect for proofing spirits. We have 4 facilities actually, our Chelan facility, 2 in Leavenworth, and 1 in Cashmere. What ignited my entrepreneurialism was I got a paper route that required me to learn business, learn marketing, become personable. And being an architect, we have a unique skill set because we can visualize the end product in our head, and we're able to do a plan, make a plan, draw a plan, do construction management, and get it done, and there's a building. The first company I worked with, our client was the Boeing company. And I'm 27 and I'm put onto a project up in Everett that was an expansion to the world's largest building. I became known as sort of a fix-it guy with projects because of my entrepreneurial thinking. How do you take projects and get them done? How do you take projects that have gone bad and get them turned around and delivered? And so my last career project was a $500 million project in Seattle. And I worked for Mimi Gates. And then that was a stepping stone to starting in distilling. I just needed a path off the freeway. We started in 2012 out of our garage. My daughter and my wife actually created the word Blue Spirits and the logo. And my son and I actually did a lot of the journeys around the globe to find mentors, to put together the intellectual aspects of the company. So this is truly a family business, but the family isn't just us, the family is all of the folks that work for us. It's a big family and growing. There's so many aspects of this particular world that people can grow into. Business, marketing, production, manufacturing, distillation. And it's important for all of our folks to learn this business from inside and out so that they have a skill set that they feel empowered. Future for Blue Spirits is going to go 2 different directions. With our core brand, Blue Spirits, we have 13 products that we're going to distribute beyond the state of Washington. We've been bound by the state of Washington for the last 5 years, primarily to understand our business, the ebb and flow, the seasonality of it, to prove our products and everything else. With our new brand, it'll be a global brand. We'll build products here that will be shipped globally. We have the infrastructure, we have the supply chain, we have great folks that can train others, and they're all entrepreneurial in their own rights. We give them the ability to fail and also to succeed.
I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Blue Spirits. It's right here in our backyard. If you've never had a chance to try their products, you're in luck. They have 2 locations up in Leavenworth, 2 different tasting rooms, so be sure to check them out the next time you're in the Leavenworth area. Now, transitioning from spirits to technology, our next video features the 2019 winner for innovative use of technology in business. And Jeff Berry with Focus Geo was our award winner this year. In this next video, you'll learn a little bit more about Focus Geo and the services they're providing in our community.
My name is Jeff Berry. I'm the owner and principal of Focus Geo. We are a small geospatial services company based in Wenatchee. There are 2 sides of our business. There's the precision mapping side. We use laser equipment, laser scanners, drone imaging platforms to generate precision 3D data, and then provide that as mapping products to clients like PUDs, utility districts, surveyors, and engineers. The other side of the business is geographic information systems, and we provide consulting services helping agencies stand up enterprise GIS. So we'll write applications, desktop or web applications, to streamline their mapping workflows or their spatial data management workflows. Like a city may need to map all of its sewer infrastructure, its water infrastructure, its utility poles, its street signs, traffic signs, etc. So one way to do that is to send a surveyor out. The way we do it is we drive down the road with the mobile LiDAR platform, capturing that LiDAR data, and we're also capturing a 360 panoramic image like you would see in Google Street View. And those 2 data sets are paired together. So back in the office, we can essentially do a virtual survey. We can kind of walk down the road on the computer and see the data and locate all that infrastructure. Anything we can see from the vehicle, obviously. Traditional survey will never go away, but these tools provide some new ways to capture data, capture more data. So as we drive down the road, for example, with the mobile LiDAR unit, the laser scanner is capturing data out to 100 meters from the vehicle, capturing 700,000 points per second. About 20 years, I have been a GIS solutions engineer and application developer. For the last 7-8 years, I saw drones coming along, and it was pretty clear they were going to change not only the survey and engineering space, but the GIS space as well. And I wanted to be involved in that. I have always been involved in technology. I like figuring technology out. I like figuring out how to apply it. You got a project, you got to figure out how to get it done, and finding ways, writing your own code, putting together your own processes to get that done it's very rewarding. It's painful too, but that's the biggest kick I get out of this, and it's just fun to work with new tech. I mean, it just is, to figure it out.
Welcome back to GWATA TV. If you are just now tuning in, we have been featuring stories from our 19th annual Innovator Awards Luncheon, and very specifically the stories of the entrepreneurs and innovative tech businesses who took home this year's prestigious awards. It's now time to kind of change the page from business and into education. Definitely one of my favorite topics to discuss, share, and highlight. At the luncheon this year, we recognize innovators in education in 3 different categories. The first category was STEM Champion of the Year. This award really sought to recognize educators throughout the K-12 system, public institutions, and even in a volunteer level who are helping make an impact on kids in our community. And this year's award winners are 2 incredibly inspirational people, Debbie Gallagher and Bob Bauer from the Chelan PUD. Check out this video highlighting just a few of the programs that the Chelan PUD is offering, led by both Debbie and Bob.
Oh, the Rocky Reach Discovery Center is the education spot for Chelan County PUD stakeholders. We have so many educational opportunities for the public out here at Rocky Reach. So many of them are all STEM-based. We typically have, through the Discovery Center, anywhere between 35,000 and 40,000 people that come in and visit us.
Rocky Reach Discovery Center is the encounter that you can have with the Chelan County PUD, where you're truly discovering the soul of what we do. I mean, you're sitting right now on top of a 4 billion pound wall that sits in the middle of the river. Take it out of the river, it's a 21-story tall building.
When I applied for this job 15 years ago, I was asked, what does at the time the visitor center look like 5 years from now? And my vision was Chelan PUD's own Disneyland. A place where people will come, they're going to have fun, but they're going to learn.
When a group of students comes out to Rocky Reach, or when I go into a classroom or any other venue, I look at that group of students and I don't know if I'll ever see them again. We're going to make the most out of that contact. I want to leave that student better than when I met that student.
Some of our big programs are our River of Power program, where we, over an 8-day period of time, we have around 1,600 fourth graders that come through here. It is a wonderful STEM-based program. These students, they pull up in the big yellow school buses, they get out and they become engineers for the day. Another big program that we do, and we've been doing this for 3 years, is our Hydro STEM Academy. And we wanted to do something to help the high school students really get them on a career path, on helping them really make the right decision for their career.
Like it or not, the world keeps spinning, technology keeps advancing, and that's going to stay true, not only in our lifetimes, but in the lifetimes of our children. And it would be almost robbing our kids of their greatest potential if we don't expose them to all of the STEM disciplines.
Chelan County PUD has always been really interested in trying to get our message out, and so a lot of the programs that we do is really tied into the careers at Chelan County PUD. We really want to expose those careers to the public. When we do our Fall Harvest Roundup, although that is our end of the year family fun event, but it's all tied to the PUD messages. Every game that child plays, Bob has brought the PUD education and message to it. And when we look down the highway and we see a stream of traffic, it's like, build the program and they'll come, they come. You can't do something like that and not be excited and be passionate about what you're doing.
I hope you were just as inspired by that video as we are. Bob and Debbie are doing incredible work out there at the Rocky Reach Discovery Center. Congratulations again to them on their award for STEM Champion of the Year. Now we're going to transition into our student awards. First up is Amanda Jeffries from Wenatchee Valley College. Amanda Jeffries was recognized for the incredible work she's doing as a chemistry student. Check it out.
I'm Amanda Jeffries, and I am currently in my last year here at Wenatchee Valley College. My goal is to transfer to Central Washington University to work on my Bachelor's of Science in Biochemistry. I thought I wanted to be a physical therapist, and then I took the General Chemistry series, and I fell in love with chemistry. Then I worked on the project through a microbiology class where we were studying antibiotic-resistant microbes. And from there, it just ignited a spark that I just keep following. At first, it was very hard, and I felt like I was not in the right place. I didn't think I had it. I was questioning myself. I was doubting myself. And then I just kept pushing. I just kept pushing through because it was interesting, because it was really interesting to see what our world is made of, that these are like the smallest components that make up life, that make up everything. I've come up with so many challenges in life, from having learning disabilities, from being a single mom, going through a divorce, and I'm still pushing through. I'm still happy, I'm still here, I still want to learn, and why not? You know, time's gonna go by anyways. I might as well be in school pursuing my dreams. Science is changing. The STEM field is vastly changing. The people who are coming up in the STEM field are changing. It's a completely different demographic. You see more women and minorities in these fields, and they're offering solutions to problems that wouldn't have been done with one single perspective before. So it's really fun to see that. And I think us sharing our stories and working together is what makes those innovations happen. I just want to know that when I leave this planet, that I've done something to help humanity in some way. Creating the STEM Club, being a part of MESA, I want to help those students that are coming up so that they believe in themselves, so that they have a support system in place, so that they can pursue their dreams and their goals, and that they can do the same thing I did, and they can go through and leave this planet in a little bit better shape than when they started.
Congratulations to Amanda, and if you are a Wenatchee Valley College student, faculty, or even community member, be sure to check out the Wenatchee Valley College STEM Club, which is one of the programs that Amanda has done an incredible job of putting together as a student. Now we're going to transition from college students into K-12. Every year we recognize a future technology leader, and this award is open to kids as young as elementary all the way through high school. It was really hard to narrow down this year's award winner, but in the end, our committee selected the Galactic Farmers, which is a middle school team at Cooley Heartline, Elmira. Check out this video about the Galactic Farmers and why their special project was this year's award winner.
The Galactic Farmers is a STEM team that was put together by a bunch of friends to participate in robotic competitions.
Our project was the Apollo 50 Angles Challenge. We had to recreate what Apollo 50 mission would be like on the moon.
You fly a drone and land it on a target with your payload, and there's a EV3 system, and you're supposed to come put the payload down, and then the EV3 pushes it into another target, and then you get a whole bunch of rock samples and then bring the rock samples back.
In the rules somewhere it said represent your community, and we took that to a whole new level. We are very proud to be farmers here.
In a small community, it feels like you're kind of boxed in, but if you expand, like think outside the box, you can do a lot more things, which the normal world usually does. So it's cool that we have all these opportunities presented to us that we can try out.
This project seemed really special to us because we had an opportunity to show off our community, to show that even our community being a farmer town, being small, we could still go out and do huge things.
I didn't know we would get as far as we did. I feel like the first week we were here, no one knew what they were doing. A couple weeks later, we all just clicked into position, and we knew what we were doing, and every day we came here and we got stuff done while having fun. So it just became something we wanted to do every day. I didn't have any experience with programming or EV3s before this, but I just came in and I jumped right in and I learned so much and I had so much fun.
And it wasn't even uncomfortable because the people surrounding me was just a great environment to be in.
It might seem hard at first, but once you know what other stuff you can do, like the research, the building, the programming, then if you can find that spot you fit in best, then you can help your team out a lot more.
With me, I feel like it changed who I was, to say. I was definitely a follower, not a leader, but now I feel like I'm more confident to be a leader, and I think every student, no matter where you live, should be able to experience that with a group that they can learn to trust.
I want to thank you for tuning in to today's very special episode of GWATA TV. It's been a real privilege to highlight all of the nominees, finalists, and award winners through the 19th Annual Innovator Awards Luncheon. Now, if you did not get a chance to see all of the videos highlighted in today's episode, don't worry. You can rewatch this episode on NCW Life Channel online, or you can go to the GWATA website where we have links out to all of the 2019 Innovator Award finalist videos. And I want to encourage you to not only watch those videos, but to share them in your network or find out how you can get involved in supporting students or businesses in your local area. I hope you'll join me next week on GWATA TV, where we'll be interviewing 2 new guests full of great programming and content, and we'll see you then.
Since 1999, GWATA has served as North Central Washington's Tech Alliance. As a 501c3, our mission is to bring people and technology resources together to create a thriving community. Through our work, we aim to inspire, engage, and connect.